Selfie with me. Here. What's this? Oh yeah, what's this? Oh. Thank you. Kisses. I'll just lick my lips up. Right. Hello everybody. It's been a minute. It's been a while. I am sorry about that. It's been just hectic recently. So I did my vlog last time, and then Rona got me. Rona got me after 3 years of being in Australia and not getting sick or anything, and it's just living my best life. Yeah, came back and got it last week, so I was literally like dying, and I went to pick up my camera and I couldn't because I was sneezing and coughing and basically just felt like a bad cold, if I'm honest. Like, it didn't really feel like that bad, but it was, yeah, I was ill basically, and I didn't think it was like anything, and then I tested positive, and I was like, okay. I was like, I'll pick up my camera, and I didn't. So anyway, here we are. I'm alive, so that's great. Still trying to master the tan situation, not gonna lie to you. I actually tried it where I put the moussey stuff on my face, and because I have combination skin, it just like makes it all patchy and stuff. So I've learned not to do that anymore. I'm gonna use the drops from now on. So yeah, I got ill, and then it was my brother's birthday, so I was busy for that, and then I was spending time with my grandma as well. So this is the free time I've got. I've just finished in the gym, and yeah. So I was actually going to Woodley Gym. I used to go there 3 years ago, and it's not as good as I remember it. So yeah. Yeah. What was I saying? Yes, so I did actually go to Woodley Gym, but to be honest, they're not up to standard. Like, that's my opinion. But I just don't think they're not up to standard anymore. So I just went to Pure Gym in Stockport South. I got recommended, and it's really good. Really good. It is big. It's a bit intimidating, not gonna lie, but it's nice. It's really good. So potentially gonna go there, or Denton. Anyway, I am babbling on a little bit, but just thought I'd check in with everyone. I do need to do this next thing that I'm doing, so I'm gonna be talking about Australia and the tips and tricks and my experience in those 3 years. So I'm gonna do it in different parts. That's what I've decided. So I'm gonna like talk about, like, you know, the first few months I was there, and then talk about the next bit and just like break it down, and then I'm gonna put like pictures in from like those different times, and then I'm also going to lost my train of thought now. I'm just gonna like give people tips, you know, if they're thinking of traveling, or they're in Australia at the minute and they just want some ideas or anything like that. So this is the start of the video, and then when I'm actually in a bit more time, I'll film the next bit. Alright, so it is the next day. I wanted to, before I got into the whole like Australia talk and everything, we are embracing the big fluffy bras at the moment. I'm trying to, at least. It's just like, I feel like that's matching, but at all. Using the camera as mirror would not recommend. Right, so I got this thing where I've seen it very highly recommended. So it is the Brightening CC Serum by Terry. You can see that. Oh my god, I know, the tan on my hands is just ridiculous. I forgot to wash it off like an absolute numpty. Anyway. It's so bad, I don't even want you guys to see it. Yeah, so the Brightening CC Serum, and I wanted to try it. And mix it with moisturiser. Currently in my mum's room because it's a bit more light in here. I don't even know if you're supposed to put moisturiser on it first, or if you're supposed to put it, like, mix it together. I don't really know. But we're gonna have a try. Can't even know if you'd see it, but I'm gonna put it on. Oh, it's very brown. Apparently some people just use this as like foundation or moisturizer sort of base. Please don't judge me on my tanning situation right now. I know I did it wrong. So I think it actually goes on like underneath foundation, I guess, if you're not wanting to. Well, I'm actually going for drinks because it's bank holiday weekend. Why not? Easter. Gives it a bit of brightening, as it is called brightening serum. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Very interested though. Yeah, I'd say it's really nice. It's quite, I mean, I know I have toner anyway, but it is quite glowy. Glowy. Yeah, I would say it's very good. And then I'll put my foundation on over the top, but yeah, so far so good. Yeah, well, it's not actually too windy, so it's fine. Wee-o! It's fine! There's Mother going on the dog walk. Leo, you can't eat this. Oh!
What are you doing? Why do you have to video me?
So Mother, how do you feel on this Easter Sunday?
Ecstatically amazing.
With your curly gold lock. Oof. Woof. 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 Woof.
The walkies. Should we get walkies? Is Daddy?
Let's go. Is there a scooter? Is there a scooter? He's like, I don't believe you. Bullshit. I made him bark at nothing. Sorry, baby. Sorry, baby. You know what though? It's actually glorious, isn't it, today? It's a mere 19 degrees, I think.
Maybe it's about 21 actually, but it's a bit windy.
I did think I was going to struggle a bit more with the colder weather, and I am struggling, but not when it's like this. Like, for some reason.
It's 18 now.
Leo, do you mind?
18 degrees.
Thank you.
Now.
Yeah, like if I was in, there's nothing there. If I was in Australia and it was 18, I'd probably have like 2 jumpers on.
It's 18 here now.
Which is ridiculous, isn't it? What? What is it there? What is it? Nothing.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. You're just a drama queen. Yep. How do I always get wobbly chairs? And wobbly tables? It's like just a thing in my life that happens. I don't know why. Yeah. So guys, today, oh, this is not. So I wanted to sit down and finally talk about my Australia experience. God's sake, go away! Yeah, I finally wanted to talk about my Australia experience and share with you guys. You know, I'm not gonna obviously talk about every single thing, but I do want to share like where I went and things I did, like certain things, like people that I met. And yeah, I just thought I'd share it because I thought, you know, if I had that before I went, I would have wanted to watch it as well. So I just thought I'd sit down and actually chat about it, finally. But like seriously, if you're debating traveling or like going away for a bit, just like starting fresh somewhere, or just having an adventure, like it's only you that's in your own way as well. Like when I went, I initially was only supposed to be going for a few months. I've told like most people this anyway, but yeah, I was only supposed to be going for, like, I had in my head like a few months, even though I had a working holiday visa, which is the 417. I was like, yeah, I'm only gonna go for a few months and then I'll come back. And everyone was like, nah, you're not only gonna go for a few months. And then it turned into 3 years, so it's crazy. So I did actually go with my family on holiday. So my stepdad, this was 2018 when he told me in December, he was like, we're actually thinking of going on holiday as a family, possibly Australia. And I was like, all right, cool. And this is how it all started. He was like, we're gonna go to Australia and possibly Dubai, like for a few days. And I was like, right, okay. And he was like, maybe just take the opportunity to go to Australia for a bit and see how you like it. Because he actually went as well when he was like maybe 20s, like same sort of age. And I was like, maybe. So yeah, applied for my working holiday for a year, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do farm work to stay there for another year. This person sat right here did like maybe a total of like, I'm trying to think, maybe like 10 months farm work, possibly even a year of farm work, but like not all in one go, like it was spread across anyway. So yeah, then we went. Also, it's like the sun's in my eye. I'm also really lucky to have such a supportive and caring like family around me and like friends. Like I just feel really lucky. And it is like, you really do have to be grateful for these things in life. And also because I've lived in Malaysia for 13 years. I was born in Manchester and then moved to Malaysia when I was a baby, and then lived there for 13 years, and then came back to Manchester with my mum and brother. So like I think because of that as well, like it made me more open to the idea of traveling somewhere else. So I was just like, might as well give it a go. And at the time I didn't really have many goals or like a focus or anything, so I was just like, I just want to go and just see how I go. Yeah. I also went on a holiday with my dad, my brother, his mates, like years ago when I was like maybe like 19, I want to say 18. Anyway, so yeah, so I went to Perth and like sort of did that area when I was 18, 19, and I just was like, I want to come back. And we also did Gold Coast as well, to be fair, forgot about that. And you know what, like when I got to so I went to Gold Coast, had the holiday for like 10 days or whatever it was, and like obviously my mum and stepdad left and brother left, and yeah, so I felt a bit lost for a bit. And I was quite lucky to have my great auntie. She lives like sort of near Brisbane. She took me in, I stayed with her for a few weeks, and I sort of missed like having a social life, because where she was, it's quite out of the way, like quite nice in the countryside and like not busy or anything like that. So I sort of was like, I kind of want to get out in civilization again, was homesick, all the rest of it. So I ended up going to Gold Coast and looking at some share houses. So I looked on a website called Flatmates, which I've used a few times as well, not just in Gold Coast, but like a few different places I was, and it was like really useful. Went to look at a few rooms, and then initially ended up moving up to this place, I forgot what it's called now, but it's like 20-minute walk from the beach, yeah, near surfers sort of thing, Surfers Paradise. So yeah, it's like moved there. It was maybe $200 a week, I think, at the time. And yeah, didn't have a job. So I ended up applying for work, and I started work at this company where it was like charity work. So not like charity work, but sales for charities, I guess you'd say. Like marketing. So yeah, it was tough because at the time when I started there, it wasn't an hourly rate, it was just commission. So it was hard, and it was hard, but I was like, just gotta persevere with it, and kept going and got better at it and started making more money. And then I was doing that for a few months. Traveled to, where did I travel to? Mackay and Townsville, which was pretty, yeah, just crazy places. I also met one of my best friends who I stay in touch with now, called Emily. I met her at the job interview for the sales interview, and yeah, like we've stayed friends ever since, which is crazy. Like we've gone out loads, we've done loads of things, and like yeah, I really miss her and her boyfriend Adam. They're so lovely. So whilst I was doing that job, I said that I travelled to Mackay. So Mackay is where I met my ex. He's Aussie. Met him, and I was like only there for like a week, and basically like I was selling and like speaking to people, and he was outside like his like company where I worked at the time, and then he asked for my number, and then yeah, kept chatting in that time, and then eventually met up. But it's just a bit weird how it happened, because so I went to Gatton, a place like an hour from Brisbane, to do my farm work, and it was just crazy. And he basically drove down like 12 hours from where he lived at the time, and like, yeah, it was sort of like back and forth before he came down. He was like, oh, I don't know whether they want to come, and blah blah. Ended up driving down, leaving that job, and then yeah, he was working somewhere for a bit, I can't remember, and then he ended up getting like a mechanic's job. So we lived together in a caravan. So that place was like made in the caravans. You could get share houses if you wanted to, but we just moved into a caravan. So I was maybe there for like a few weeks, and then he ended up coming. And yeah, crazy times. Before that, actually, I did go to Sydney for a bit. 6 to 8 weeks I was there for, I think. It just didn't really feel like home to me for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, it just didn't really feel homey to me. It was quite busy and expensive, and I was in a place called Marrickville, so I was paying like maybe $250 a week, which I thought was pretty steep, and it wasn't a great room. And right guys, so it's actually a few days after I was recording the last time. My camera did die, and I had to meet people afterwards for an Easter picnic, and I was doing bits, so apologies for the whole like compartmentalization of the vlog. But anyway, we're here. So I went there to Sydney, and I went to a place called the Grounds of Alexandria. So the people who know Sydney will know how good that place is. So it's like, how do I explain it? It's like arts and markets, and like it's just really cute, and then they have different themes as well sometimes, so it's nice. Like, it's just a nice place to like sort of walk around and explore. And we got lunch there as well. I was with my friend Molly, who I met through doing sales. So I did the same job I was doing in Gold Coast and did it in Sydney as well, and I met some really cool people doing that. So after Sydney I moved back to Gold Coast, and I was there for a week, and then went to a place called Gatton to do my farm work, which is great. So yeah, it took me like a few weeks to get work. When you get there, it's like you have to message the contractors, call the contractors, and at the time when I went, it was quite busy because there was loads of backpackers there. This was before COVID, so yeah, to get work was pretty hard unless like you got in at the exact right time. Yeah, I've met some of the best people doing farm work, like, and still keep in touch with them today, which is just crazy. It's just crazy how life pulls you and pushes you in different directions when you didn't expect things. My ex did come down, and yeah, we lived together in a caravan, and it was great. Definitely a different lifestyle to normal life, and yeah, it was just like we basically moved in together without even knowing each other that well, and it was, yeah, crazy, but made it work. So yeah, it just is what it is, I guess. So we live in a caravan, and I was doing farm work as well. So I was doing like cutting onions, and what else was I doing? Planting lettuce on a tractor. So you sit on this tractor, and like it's like a rhythm thing. So you basically just like take the plants out of the thing that sits on the tractor, and like you can do 2 at a time, or whatever the best one is. But that was like, once you got into it, planting actually wasn't that bad. Weeding, when you're weeding for like 8 hours a day, it's an absolute backbreaker. Like you finish and you're just like, ow, like it was just crazy. And sometimes the days were like 40 degrees, and it was just like just crazy heat, and the tan lines were just great. We love the tan lines. We had like farmer's tan, so it'd be like tan and then white, and then tan and then white. It was a really good look, to be fair. So this is the first part of the Australia journey, and I will be doing maybe a few more parts because there's a lot of different information, you know, to go off and like advise and share. So this is like, yeah, this is the first part. This is the first part of the Australia journey experience thing. But yeah, if you guys are thinking of traveling or you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. I'll put my Instagram in the description box as well, so if you want to follow me or whatever, just give it a follow. And yeah, if you could like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one where I'm going to be talking more about Australia and other bits and bobs as well. So yeah, I hope you have a lovely day whatever you're doing and had a good Easter, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Yeah, as I was saying before,